This is the Randi Rhodes Show on 960 KNEW and online at 960KNEW.com.
What's that smell? It's BS News for this Friday, the Treo de Mayo 2013. And away we go. Dateline, bomb plotted. 3 friends of the suspected Boston bomber were arrested for disposing of evidence, including fireworks, a laptop, and a jar of Vaseline, which apparently is used in making bombs. Kind of ironic, actually, that you can use Vaseline in a plot to hurt people. Most of us use Vaseline to avoid hurting people. Don't go there. Meanwhile, the body of the deceased suspect was transported to a funeral home where local residents reportedly booed as the body arrived. That's no surprise to anyone. Heck, it took Boston over a decade to forgive Bill Buckner. Dateline, I'm loving it. Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell, best known for trying to require vaginal ultrasounds for women seeking an abortion, is now himself the subject of a probe of his campaign finances. Are we ever going to have a story about Bob McDonnell that doesn't involve something being funneled? Dateline, have a care. A new poll shows that 42% of Americans do not know that Obamacare is now the law of the land. But a lot of that 42% are aware that they do have affordable insurance. And that's basically the same thing. Finally, Dateline, paging Dr. Lecter. Archaeologists at the Jamestown settlement in Virginia have discovered the butchered remains of a 14-year-old girl that indicate her brain was eaten by the starving colonists. The discovery gives an important historical clue as to why European settlers eventually triumphed on the North American continent. They were zombies. Zombie is my plan for Cinco de Mayo. We're closing in on tequila o'clock. It's BS News for Friday. More cerveza.
Woo! More segments. Not that I'm counting. No, that would not be right. Yeah. Well, listen, the whole situation in this country is so off the hook. It's so out of control. Up is down, black is white. The truth is now lies. The lies are now the truth. Normal is now crazy. Crazy is now normal. Congress members are psycho. I mean, the whole experiment is failing. It doesn't have to fail, but it is definitely close to a D-. There is no other explanation. I mean, you've got Louis Gohmert, Michelle Bachmann. These local people are even more frightening. Have you heard from this New Hampshire state representative Stella Tremblay? Oh, she's a lunatic, and it's all this media loop that makes them loopy. It's all this, she's getting her. This is a legislator, a real one. Like yesterday, we played a New Hampshire. I don't know what's going on in New Hampshire. I never thought of that place as being like radical and weird. I always thought of it as like, gee, I wish I could afford to have like a cottage. You know what I mean? Like Rhode Island, you think a cottage. You don't think, Tsarnaev's wife is, building bombs and then escaping. You just don't, I don't know. But it's so strange. These people that are being elected are like scraping the bottom of the credibility barrel to the point where I don't know what to say to you anymore. I'm out of advice.